Hello guys. Welcome to Flick Bits Recaps. Today's movie recap will be a horror and thriller movie from 2021 called Wrong Turn. Warning. There are spoilers ahead. The movie starts with a father reporting his daughter missing at the police station. He explains she went hiking in the Appalachian Trail 6 weeks ago with friends but has not been heard from since. He learns from a bar patron that they were last seen heading into the woods. The story then flashes back 6 weeks to introduce Jennifer Shaw, the missing daughter, with her boyfriend Darius Clemens and friends Mila, Adam Lucas, Gary Amon, and Luis Ortiz. While driving, Darius gets distracted, causing a flat tire. They are watched from the trees but manage to fix the tire with Jennifer's help. They heed a warning from the innkeeper not to leave the main trail and later visit a local bar where Gary and Luis argue over hand-holding. Adam mentions they are in a small town in Virginia, catching the attention of the man from the bar earlier. He approaches, offering help from himself and his friends. Adam makes a rude comment, showing he will be an unlikable character. The man criticizes the group for being inexperienced, but Jennifer stands up to him, noticing his yellow eyes, and Mila suggests he see a doctor, making him back off. Later, a suspicious man eyes their car, and Adam throws a bottle at him before they call it a night. Darius tells Jennifer about his non-profit work, wanting to build a community based on skills and mutual support. They hug as a shadowy figure appears outside. The next day, Jennifer meets a bracelet seller and spots Ruthie watching from a distance. The group starts their hike on the Appalachian Trail, with scenic nature shots along the way. Darius suggests leaving the trail to explore an old war fort nearby, despite the innkeeper's warning. The group agrees, a decision that leads to disaster. Shortly off the trail, Mila almost falls off a cliff. Doubts about Darius's navigation arise. Suddenly, a large log rolls downhill toward them. Panicking, they run downhill instead of dodging the log, resulting in injuries. Mila blames Adam for leaving her, though they all ran together. Darius injures his finger badly, and Gary dies when his head is crushed by the log and a tree. Luis blames Darius for Gary's death. Jennifer spots a man watching them from afar, who quickly disappears. Mila bandages Darius's fingers, and they try to find a way out of the woods. It is nighttime and raining heavily. Luis thinks they are lost, but Darius won't admit it and suggests they camp for the night. As thunder roars, Jennifer sees a shadowy figure outside her tent. In the morning, they realize Mila is missing, and their cell phones are gone. Jennifer tells them she saw someone outside her tent during the night. Adam thinks someone is messing with them and goes to look for Mila. They find a plaque with the names of 12 families who pledged their lives to America in 1859. They then see Ruthie, the little girl from town. Adam chases her but gets caught in a chain, which drags him into a hole. With no way to save Adam, the group tries to find a way off the mountain to get help. They come across a shed full of items from past hikers. Suddenly, they see two people in strange suits with animal skulls on their faces, carrying a tied-up Adam on a stick. Darius grabs a tool and quickly goes to rescue Adam. Jan and Louis also grab weapons, and the three confront the two mysterious men. The men try to communicate, but they speak a different language. Darius asks if they took Mila, but the men do not understand. Suddenly, Adam jumps up and starts hitting one of the men with a big branch. The other man runs away. Adam says he had to kill the man because he thought he killed Mila. Then Mila appears and tells them she just went to the bathroom and hid when she saw the men. Jennifer tells Adam he killed the man for no reason, but Adam defends himself, saying they captured him and might have killed him. The group decides Adam did the right thing and that they must leave without telling anyone what happened. Darius then steps on a tripwire, triggering a trap that injures his shoulder but does not kill him. Adam says the trap proves the men mean harm. A man disguised as a tree captures Luis. They see several people running through the woods. Adam freaks out and runs, with Mila following. Mila falls into a pit with wooden stakes and gets injured. She asks Adam for help, but he leaves her. A masked person then shoots her with an arrow to end her pain. As Adam escapes, he trips over a vine and is captured. Jennifer and Darius hide between some rocks but are also captured. We then see Jennifer's father, who is very worried because Jennifer is not answering his calls. Jennifer wakes up tied up in a dark pit. The woman Jennifer met in town is connected to the forest people. Jennifer, Darius, Adam, and Luis are all held captive and forced to walk to the forest people's camp. As they are led through the camp, they see the people living their normal lives. The group is brought to a dark underground cave and forced to kneel. Several men enter the room, then, the obvious leader walks in, wearing a mask with a huge skull. He takes off the skull and tells the group that this is a court and they are on trial. The leader says they are on trial for murder. The group is confused, and Adam thinks it is ridiculous. We learn that the woman with the bracelets from town is the leader's daughter, Edith. The first witness is the man who was secretly following the group. He says Adam threw a bottle at him in town and that he hates them. The next witness is Morgan. He reveals that he and his brother Samuel were hunting on the mountain and found Adam injured in their trap. They planned to bring Adam down the mountain to safety. He then says the rest of the group attacked them with weapons, and Adam killed Samuel. Jennifer defends them by saying they thought Morgan and Samuel meant harm because of how they were dressed. The leader explains that they wear masks and skulls while hunting. The leader asks Jennifer to tell the truth about whether Adam killed Samuel. Jenkins says Adam did not murder Samuel. The court then shows Samuel's dead body as evidence. The final witness is the little girl Ruthie. The leader asks Ruthie who killed Samuel, and she points to Adam. Jennifer panics and says again that Adam killed Samuel in self-defense because he thought they were going to kill him. The court finds Adam guilty of murder and sentences him to death. Adam breaks free and holds a knife to Ruthie's throat. Ruthie stabs him in the leg, making him let go. The leader tells Adam he is not a man and tells the rest of the group they are guilty of lying, sentencing them to darkness. Just as Adam is about to be killed, Jennifer pleads to spare his life, calling the execution barbaric. The leader explains that they live in the woods because they have everything they need there, no conflict, no war, no sickness, and everyone works together. He then kills Adam by bashing his face in. The rest of the group is taken to another part of the dungeon for their punishment. The leader says they will see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil. Luis tries to escape but is stopped by a throwing knife. The leader then blinds Luis with a hot metal rod and throws him into a pit. Just as Darius is about to be punished, Jennifer quickly says it would be a waste of resources. She explains that Darius works for a non-profit and has valuable skills. When asked what she can contribute, Jennifer offers to be someone's wife. Jennifer and Darius agree to join the community. On the surface, Darius is given a knife and some alcohol, showing he is accepted. Jennifer is taken to the leader's house and becomes his wife. Back in the present day, we see Jennifer's father, Scott, searching for her in the town of Wentwood. The innkeeper, Aileen, tells him she warned the group not to leave the trail. She says there are people living in the woods called the Foundation, and that anyone who gets lost in those woods does not come back. Scott is then attacked by the bar patrons while the police chief drives by and does nothing. The next day, Scott is determined to find his missing daughter. Aileen decides to help and enlists her nephews, Ed and Cooper, who are hunters and know the woods well. The group heads into the woods, and Ed points out several traps set by the Foundation. Cooper falls into a pit, and as they try to pull him out, Ed sets off a trap, but Scott escapes just in time. Scott takes a revolver and continues into the woods alone. He is eventually captured and brought to the Foundation's camp. He sees Darius, who now has a beard and seems different. Darius does not talk to Scott. Scott fires 3 warning shots into the air with his revolver. Jennifer then shoots an arrow at Scott, hitting his arm. Jennifer appears emotionless and does not care that her father came to find her. The leader declares Scott guilty of trespassing and sentences him to darkness at dawn. Later, in bed, the leader asks Jennifer if she is okay. She assures him that she has made her choice. Jennifer, now the leader's wife, could have asked for her father's forgiveness, but she does not. This does not make sense because it is clear she plans to escape with her dad. As predicted, Jennifer tries to escape with Scott during the night. She tries to convince Darius to come with them, but he refuses. Darius believes he belongs with the Foundation, which he sees as the community he always wanted. Jennifer then asks Ruthie if there is a secret way off the mountain. Ruthie leads Jennifer and Scott underground into the dungeons. They run into Morgan, and instead of quietly using her bow, Jennifer shoots him with a revolver. Jennifer and Scott enter the darkness and see many people wandering aimlessly. They find Luis, and Jennifer mercy kills him with the revolver. Using the loud gun while trying to escape at night is not the best idea, but Jennifer does it anyway. As they sneak away from the camp, Jennifer is attacked by Edith, who probably woke up because of the gunshots. Jennifer and Edith fight, and Edith gets knocked out. Jennifer looks for Scott but is attacked by another villager, whom she brutally stabs several times. Scott finds Jennifer, and they hug. Suddenly, they are ambushed by another villager with an axe, but Jennifer quickly shoots him with her arrows. Then, the bar patrons arrive with rifles and flashlights. One of them says he is there to help and only attacked Scott earlier to keep him from entering the woods. Suddenly, one of the men is killed by a throwing knife, and the others start firing their guns into the woods. The group hides in a pickup truck as the leader calls for Jennifer from the woods. A man throws a Molotov cocktail into the woods, and they drive away safely at sunrise. Later, Jennifer helps Scott build homes. She mentions pizza night and a movie about inbred cannibals chosen by the boys. Returning home, Jennifer's mother introduces their new neighbors, John and Ruthie. The leader sits at their dining table in casual clothes. John surprises Jennifer by congratulating her on being pregnant. Jennifer grabs hunting knives, confronts John, and tells him to leave, throwing a knife that misses. In her imagination, John kills her family. Alone, Jennifer asks John to promise not to harm her family if she goes with him because she is carrying his child. They leave in John's vehicle and the story ends here. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like the story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more film recaps.